Hello and welcome to this episode of Content Breaker, where today I'm joined by the illustrious Zog, the forever Kelz, and the non-replaceable Strange.
Aw.
And we are here. I'm Static, by the way, aka Kai, and we are here to talk about some topics today. We're going to touch on the big three, the fall of Cartoon Network, and some of our favorite anime protagonists. But how are my favorite real-life protagonists today?
I wish I was a protector.
You are of your own life, King.
But I'm
persist.
not in California.
I hate you. Anyway, so now that Strange has been banned from the podcast, how are you, Zog and Kelz?
Sleepy.
Yes.
Sleepy.
I
New work schedule. Bit of an adjustment. Fuck overnights.
Yeah, but you're saving lives, Zog. You're saving lives.
Dog's the real protagonist here.
I'm saving the planet. You're
Don't
saving
put that
lives.
shit on me.
Kelz is teaching lives, and Strange is unlocking doors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Metaphorically and physically.
The Portal Master.
Ooh, I like that. That's my new title now. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna put a Sharpie cross where it says like access control and just put Portal Master.
On the fucking piece of letter paper that tells instructions, here's how to get me if I'm not in the office. Just scribble out, your actual name and title and just be like, Portal Master instructions.
Press 7 for the Portal Master.
living life.
Living La Vida Loca.
Precisely.
But yeah, today we're gonna not talk about a show, but just talk about multiple shows and multiple things. So there's been this huge resurgence of the whole thing of the big three, which we all know what the three are: Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, because shows came in the early 2000s. These were more so to the West, not just America, and kind of shook everything
never
up.
left.
Well, technically 3 of them never left, because I don't know about you, but Bleach has been repping Hot Topic for years.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was actually taken off the air. Boruto came out right after Naruto ended. That shit never stopped.
Yeah, but
Are we sure? What's a Boruto?
Well, I was getting to that. If you heathens would behave, otherwise I'll thank you.
You mean if we
When
read
have
the
I
outline?
ever done that?
If you read the outline, yeah. So these shows were coming to the West, and they had a huge impact. They had crazy ratings, and there's a big reason why there'll probably never be another big three, because they were booming. They were outdoing.
Yeah, they were so successful at this weird convalescent point that, we may not ever reach that the ability for things to be that popular because, this was right around the peak of, American broadcast television licensing major anime, major shonen anime, that the variety was just beginning to get there, right? We call it the big three because it's Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. And at the time that these were being, produced and imported, not only were they big in Japan, they were also big here. But today, with the rise of streaming services, if you look at Crunchyroll alone, if you look at Netflix alone, you are flush for choice for what, animation you get to watch, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But with that variety, you kind of water down the maximum number of viewers for your thing, right? Because they get to choose to not watch one over the other. It's not all focused on in the same way that the big three had. That said, for me, it was always pick two, Everyone knew about the big three.
You only have time for 2.
Yeah.
You only either had time or had access or even knew about 2 of them. So what were your 2?
I mean, your 2. I didn't even have 2, honestly. I'll be honest. For me, it was kind of like a rocky journey, because I started off with the 4Kids. One Piece was my first intro back when we had the 4Kids rap. And then it's just such a One Piece fan as I am today. Like, people will judge me, but I fell off One Piece hard. I was not consistent with my One Piece journey. I feel like very few people were, just because of like how it disappeared and then reappeared and all that over here on the West. So I started with One Piece, but then eventually I found Naruto, and that was just my bread and butter. Like, I stayed true Naruto when it aired on Toonami all the way through, and then it ended up on Disney, like Toon Disney for Shippuden of all places, and that's where I watched it.
Wasn't that like Disney XD or some shit?
Yes.
Yeah. It was like, it was so wild.
Because I remember I said the what's coming to what? The Naruto's coming to Disney. What?
I think Disney specifically got that one for its broadcast because Dragon Ball Z Kai was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, that was, oh Lord. But yeah, so I like ended up with Naruto, being like the huge Naruto fanboy, and I didn't really get back into One Piece until like the Marine Ford stuff happened, and I was like, yo, like this is crazy. So I had to like go back the YouTube days of part 1, part 2. Like, you know, these kids don't know how good they have it nowadays, being honest. Like, you just go to Crunchyroll is crazy for like our generation. Like, I don't think we like register how crazy like Crunchyroll and Hulu and Netflix are. Because like, I know you all had anime that you had to like watch in parts or not even knowing parts. Like, I didn't finish Ghost in Shell technically until like 3 years ago, because I just had never seen parts of it, because there were no reruns, and it was in that weird time where you watch what you could, you couldn't get it on DVD. So I picked it up like 3 years ago when it came out at Best Buy, and I was like, that's the 28 episodes I missed.
Shit,
Well, that went from an 8 to a freaking 10, because now it makes sense.
Shit, I still remember seeing VHSs with only 4 episodes on it being like $30.
Yeah, I still own like 4 episodes of Sailor Moon and the Christmas special, and I was like, who knows what else is happening?
Shit. I had to tell my girl, you have to stop buying Pokemon VHS tapes. They just taking up space on the shelf, and you ain't never gonna watch them. Stop.
You gotta get the Blu-rays, bro.
We don't have that technology no more.
We barely got shelf space as it is. Taking up with stuff that's just gonna sit there. I love her, and the box art is cool, but yeah.
I'm in the process of building a bookshelf that's gonna house like a bunch of manga, and I'm already like another bookshelf for the DVDs that I'm gonna buy, because like the Blu-rays, like I bought the deluxe edition of Yu Yu Hakusho, waiting for that to come in.
Mine just came in today, man. It looks so
jelly.
dope.
So jelly.
As I appreciate my full DVD collection of the OG release.
I have that too.
That direction.
But it's not. But this one has the OVAs and it's remastered.
The OVAs
and
with the new dub, with the motherfuckers coming back, returning for the voice actors.
Yeah.
So I had to cop that.
So the big
and the
three.
Digimon Blu-rays. Oh yeah, back to the big 3. Yeah,
the big 3. Yeah, my two. You know, same vibe. Watched One Piece when it was on 4Kids. You know, the One Piece opening rap is iconic, but because it fell off, I don't really sit here and say I watched One Piece.
yeah.
My major 2 were Naruto and Bleach. Bleach is the one that I followed kind of hardcore all the way. Except, you know, this 45% filler, you know, I kind of lost track where I was, but I was committed through at least the Orihime, half of the Orihime arc. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
That being said, you know, these shows are damn near 20 years old at this point, you know, coming out in the early to mid 2000s. Where are they now?
Let me tell you, the resurgence of the big 3 has been absolutely immaculate. Like, last year, 2022, was the craziest year for that. Because, you know, as much as I shat on Boruto, and will always shat on Boruto, it had an inkling. It can't compare to the other 2. but it had an inkling of like hype. But then we all know that like Bleach and One Piece ran it though, because we had the 1,000-Year Blood War coming back. We had added content. We had the music. We had the Your Number One remix. We had the dun, 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 dun. Still can never figure out the name of that song. And like Ichigo getting his true Bunkai and everything happening.
Ooh, you
And
haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
we saw him
he,
get
he
his.
gets the Zanpakuto.
He gets his true Zanpakuto.
He's
Yeah.
on the route to that.
Yes,
to
he
that
gets his
Bunkai.
true Zanpakuto.
This man is on the road
Jumping
to Viridian
ahead.
City,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, he's on the road. Shout out Pokemon too. On the road to Viridian.
Viridian City.
And
Yeah, we got the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, but there was a gap of 10 years, right? So
Yeah.
Bleach really iconic concept, very well done. Fell off, 10 years ago. It took this long. It's coming back, right? The first core of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc has been insane. I got an opinion about the pacing because early on it does, it's very shocking. But the pacing of each episode is kind of very clearly shonen formulaic, right?
Yeah.
Here's an idea. Here we start the episode off with an answer. And then we have some dialogue and expansion. And we end the episode with a cliffhanger or a hook. So you'll come back next week. That's very kind of old school. But it's only 12 episodes long, and we get progress. We get answers. Things happen. So it feels like they could hoe us, but they haven't. And thank God,
They're definitely putting their best foot forward on it. In certain areas, I'm amazed at what they have expanded on from the source material, and cut out for it. To that pacing, the manga was very back and forth on doing like comedic moments and back to its serious stuff. What they've done with the pacing has streamlined it so much with the dramatic that there's no tonal whiplash. So thank God for that.
Yes.
No facts.
Yes. And One Piece, right? One Piece never stopped. It's been the shonen big three that has been successful like nothing else.
But like, let me tell y'all. So like, the Wano arc is like literally I got that same thousand. So I'm be honest with you. I fell off of Bleach. Maybe I didn't really get a chance to watch Bleach because I guess I was just watching something else and I had to make the choice. So I didn't watch Bleach as a kid. And I tried to get into it when I was older, and I was like, man, there's really no good place to watch Bleach, like good quality, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So what your boy did was when this was coming back, and I saw I was so hype, and I wanted to like love Bleach because I've loved the characters' designs. I was like, I want to know more. So your boy read the manga, like, which is immaculate, and I will make my way back through the Bleach anime. I'm gonna pick up the Blu-rays at some point in my life and do that. But I read up until the 1,000-Year Blood War, and I was like, holy crap. And I listened to the OSTs while I was reading it, which was like, honestly, 100% recommend. But I got right until we got there, and then I was caught up, and I was like, yes, let's go. One of my new favorite characters in all of anime. She's dead. It's fine. Whatever. I'm just like, it's going to happen to me.
I mean,
it always
happened in the
happens to me.
first core, so.
Yeah, it always happens to me. And I was like, I like this character. I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to like any more characters.
Yeah.
Because the other character that I liked also bit the big one. So I'm like, but people say it's not how you expect it. So I'm kind of waiting for that second core to see how that's going to go. Because I really did like that character.
So
I know of the first character you're talking about. I don't know if the second one. Probably not. Yeah,
I'll
just
DM
DM me
it
with
later.
it.
So you're current with the Bleach manga?
Me, no. I'm current. I read up until the beginning of the anime.
Okay.
So, and now I'm just anime only. So I don't know what's going to happen here out. Like, my butt was like, oh, he ain't dead. He coming back. And they're like, nah, he dead. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So,
He probably
dead. He'll make it back. He's been cut in half. He make it back.
Just a flesh wound. It'll be fine.
It's just
but
a flesh wound.
but what I was saying though was like Wano has just been like, I watched One Piece through like because Marine 4 was like 10 years ago or 2012, so I've been current with One Piece and seeing where we are now, seeing the animation, the sound, the characters. Like Strange can say it, it's been a movie each episode of the past, and like the One Piece fans are like eating right now. And like just the quality and the care shown through it, and then what they did for the 1000th episode of having like a throwback inverse of the original intro with like the new characters, like it has been a whole ride. And like One Piece and Bleach, I'm not gonna lie, ran Shonen last year. Like good luck to everybody else like who came out with stuff. Like if you ask me Shonens that came out last year, I know there were good ones. I know there were. I can't remember any of them because One Piece and Bleach just keep.
I feel like that's a cop out, because My Hero.
Okay, see, yeah, but like if you say a romance anime that came out last year, I'm like, yeah, we had this, and I can remember Licorice Recoil. I guess Shonen in my mind just go there, and My Hero was good. Don't get me wrong, My Hero was good, but My Hero like it's not even a fair comparison, honestly.
No, because
But
these are kings among men in this.
Yes,
The status that the big three have reached and continue to deliver on is like it's now ascended into the echelon of like people's like dome brain of the likes of Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. Those have their rough points, but everybody loves those brands and those IPs and their experience with them at the time. And that's, something you can't capitalize on like anything else,
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And but what I can compare One Piece and Bleach to is the Naruto IP, which is down horrendous. In preparation for this, I'm going to say it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I have been hurt by Boruto because I wanted Boruto to be great. I even went back. I was like, yo, people who like Boruto, what is the best Boruto for someone to watch who wants to get into it? And they told me the episodes. So I was like, cool. So I went back and I watched. And the things that pissed me off, Boruto spoilers for anyone who cares, which is no one, so I'm going to say it. So we had hype moments of One Piece Wano, Bleach, all this stuff happening, finally versus Kaido, XYZ. And we had Kurama dying in Boruto, which I'm not mad at Kurama dying. I'm mad at the fact that Kurama died and no one cared but Naruto. And Naruto only cared for 3 minutes. And
who else knew Kurama but Naruto? Everybody else who knew, whoever even had a conversation with Kurama was already dead by that point.
No, because you had Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi who talked to Kurama during the war. I know this because I researched it.
All I'm saying is, even if you didn't know Kurama personally, right? Because it's a fucking fox demon inside of Naruto, right? Not necessarily available. Even if you didn't care about him personally, your village just lost its nuclear weapon. Yes.
On some and then
and is Boruto's fancy spirit eye gonna save the day this time? Anyways, I don't know.
Oh, canonically now, Boruto and Kawaki are a lot stronger than Sasuke and Naruto will ever be. Canonically. So that's whatever. New characters happens. I'm looking past that bias. What I can't look past is Boruto getting inhabited by the Otsutsuki and stabbing out Sasuke's eye. And people have tried to explain this to me 6 ways to Sunday. They were like, Sasuke had his guard down because he trusts Boruto, or he was tired because he was out of chakra, XYZ. I was like, so we're forgetting that Sasuke boxed a whole Otsutsuki member, not a half inhabited, but a whole member. In the canonic Boruto universe, he boxed him and was able to get away. Also, that Sasuke has a speed feat close to light speed and reaction time, and has a whole nother eye he didn't use, and can switch places with anything he's staring at. Anything in his eye, he can switch places with lightning speed fast. Like, so we're just gonna overlook all that. Well, Boruto got the jump on him, and then because I watched the full episode, when he lost his eye, because Boruto stabbed it out, he was like, "It's my fault," because they get back to the real world, and Sadara's like, "Papa, what happened to your eye?" And Sasuke doesn't say anything, and Boruto's like, "Sorry, Sadara, it's my fault. You can punch me as hard as you want." Sasuke's like, "No, Boruto, you saved all our lives. You're the reason we're alive." I was like, that was Kurama just dying, burning up his life force so Naruto could defeat Jigen. Boruto did nothing. I watched the episode, man. So that's my issue. You got these two juggernauts, like, who have come back. And this is Kishimoto's writing. And Kishimoto has always had his inconsistencies. It's not just Boruto. But you can tell he doesn't want to do it. They just threw a check at him and was like, "Show up."
But all
and he's
I'm
like,
saying
"Okay."
is maybe the intention is that Sasuke has learned to love, right? He spent all of this time being a crotchety asshole on the path of revenge, and Naruto taught him the power of friendship, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he smashes
Fucking eye
Sasuke.
stabbed out for it.
He's out. Yes, that's the point we're getting to. He smashes Sakura. Is an absentee father, just like his. I wonder why, but anyway. But he's off staving the village like a fucking Sanin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
He's a Shadow Hokage.
when he gets to have a relationship for whatever reason, I don't know, man. I didn't watch this far. Like, the first 30 episodes of Boruto is filler. That's a terrible way to start.
75% of the anime is filler.
Yeah, it's worse than Bleach.
Yes, very technically, it has the worst filler of all time.
But, maybe, just maybe, all of his life experiences, and he's got the opportunity to connect with Boruto in a way that he hasn't had with anybody else. It's a mentor-student vibe, and he's let his guard down, and then he got suckered. Should he have, murdered Boruto? Yes, he should have killed Boruto before the series started. Because he knew one day with his fucking omniscient eyeball that got stabbed out that something wasn't going to go right. I don't know how these powers work, man, but he should have known, right?
You're not entirely wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong at all. My favorite thing is the memes where it's like, couldn't have been Kakashi. Like,
No, it literally couldn't have been.
Kakashi would have straight up. Yeah, they were like,
it was Kakashi one time. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, tired fighting for years, and he didn't even have yes, okay.
But
yeah.
with Obito,
Yeah.
when he had to borrow the eyeball,
Yeah, and that was Madara who took his eye.
man learned his
Like-
lesson early on.
Yeah, he's like, don't try and fight ancient Uchihas. But yeah, so I feel like the state of the big three is in a good spot. I feel like it's more so the big two now, but Boruto's still persisting somehow. I feel like I feel like Bleach and One Piece are really just on a different level. And the best part is like the heights of both of those are this year. Like, my understanding is like we've gotten good parts of the Thousand Year Blood War, but we haven't gotten like the insane parts. And
We've gotten my favorite part of the 1,000-Year Blood War, but no, there's some insanity to come.
We've got
Yeah.
the setup.
yeah, we did get two beautiful, badass women just killing it, literally and figuratively, this past
And there's
arc.
only more to come.
Yes, and as a One Piece manga reader, I know that we have gotten fed well, as Strange can attest by not saying words. But
What?
we've got a lot more to come, man. Like, the laugh shall be heard around the world. I'll just say that. You will catch me come March. And I'm gonna probably tune in.
now it's March
maybe.
instead of July when you
Listen,
first-
they put out a schedule, okay? So, oh wait, no, not March. Sorry, that's
I was about
10
to say, I was
episodes.
like,
Whatever. It'll happen when it happens.
we'll see.
But yeah, I will try and watch the hype Boruto episodes that I've been told about of things that are to come. And
I started watching Boruto, but once they started,
you started watching Boruto, but you won't watch Fruits Basket.
no,
Okay.
this was like forever ago.
Really strange on Black History Month again.
Oh my god.
I was researching the next topic. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm just Strange is watching Boruto.
I'm not watching. Boruto.
Over.
I'm not
Over
watching.
Fruits Baskets.
Back when it first started airing, that was when I was watching it.
How
But then
far did you get?
I stopped when they mentioned Blood Mist Village. I couldn't.
Oh my god, bro!
couldn't-
I
I
wanted to
couldn't take it
bang my
anymore.
head to a wall. Like, I was so mad. And the
I
weird thing
was-
is, like,
I was never the biggest fan of Naruto specific. Like, it's okay. It's not. I don't know why. I was like, but then just I got that far
Mhm.
Boruto. And I said I can't even with this. I'm just gonna stop watching.
and
I'm
then
gonna be honest. The only reason I watched Naruto in the first place is because I had friends who were just getting into anime, and that's the one they were latching onto. Kind of the same thing with like Pokemon. I had something else I was into, but everyone I knew wanted this, so just got into that.
Pokemon is a whole nother podcast for me, bro. Claire did something to me as a kid. I was like, okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I chose a dragon team for every playthrough after that until Omega Sapphire, which was a horrible choice. I got beat a lot, and it was hard. But yeah, speaking of other things that are hard, bearing the fall of Cartoon Network has been immense pain. We all know the Cartoon Network that we grew up on with the absolute goats and Checkers fully spell out, which was the king of the network. Then we went to the Court Jester, just the CN version, which had Uncle Grandpa.
And
mean-
Fort Mountain Awesome show or whatever that was.
I don't even know what that is.
Or
I don't know what you just said.
no,
Oh
it's
my
it's a
God.
thing. Super.
I'm
ultimate-
not saying you're wrong. I'm saying I don't know what you're talking about.
I
The
don't
most,
either, honestly.
The
Uh,
most fun part of this
in-
is you have a show that is so incredibly successful, like Steven Universe.
Or Teen
you know.
Titans Go.
It was Steven
Somehow.
Universe, and in season 1 of Steven Universe, as the creators fighting with Cartoon Network to have their vision come true, you have a cameo episode that is non-canonical with Uncle Grandpa, and that is just forever cemented as a relic of the past. I find that super interesting. But I'm also a fucking nerd, so yeah, there's that.
Uncle Grandpa
That's right.
was horrid. I'm Yeah.
gonna be honest. I stopped watching Cartoon Network long before that. Around that time, they decided we're done with the cartoons. Let's do some live action stuff.
Dude, what would happen?
Yeah,
I remember that one.
I only remember 2 shows, honestly. Dude, What Would Happen and Destroy, Build, Destroy.
Yes, that was.
Those are the only 2 I remember.
Think
There
when
were
I
like
heard-
a dozen more. They all sucked.
No,
and
no,
I
Ben
was-
10
sucked,
Alien Swarm. I remember that one, the live action Ben 10.
That movie was all right. It wasn't. It was a made for TV movie, but you know,
Which is
at least
why
they were
you-
true to the characters.
Which is why you shouldn't have turned it into a live action because the CGI budget just is.
They had
like,
they
It
had
is.
already done that with the other Ben 10 movie though.
yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like why try to do it again though? Like, I don't
Well,
know. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, let's make an anime into a live action adaptation. It just doesn't work.
Well, I mean, you got an IP that you can capitalize on. We see that with Kim Possible and
Oh, God.
what's the other one that did that? Oh God, it's French Canadian.
Oh
To-
fuck!
Totally
Code
Lyoko.
Lyoko?
Totally Lyoko.
Totally
Did
Lyoko.
Totally Spies do it? Anyways.
No,
Yeah.
Totally Spies didn't do it. I would.
Code
no,
Lyoko.
hell.
Yeah. Code Lyoko goes live action.
That was depressing.
Yeah, for Cartoon Network, their decision to move to live action programming is because they wanted to copy their competitors. We're talking not Nintendo, Nickelodeon. We're talking Nickelodeon and Disney, right? So when I think back of Disney was huge around the same time that they're switching programming at Cartoon Network.
And they had all the sitcom things.
They had all the sitcoms, and they had all the live action, actors that would come together in like the Disney Channel games. And
It's the circle of life.
even though those were really dumb, they were fun because you had all the personalities doing shit together.
Yeah, I was always Team Zach and Cody. They run. Damn. And the Cheetah Girls were on the same team. How is this fair? But yeah. I feel that. Like, I remember the Goosebumps live action not sucking, but also oddly having, like, Disney Channel star from Hannah Montana as the main character. Lily, the one who played Lily, I don't remember her actual name.
Yeah.
He was in the movie.
Oh, right. Shit, that was a thing. They've had so many actual Goosebumps movies that
It's
it would actually
Emily
be hard to keep track.
Osment.
Yes, who was the girl from Spy Kids. Yes. Spy Kids 2.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, no, she was the ponytail girl with the fly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that one. I thought you were talking about the main chick.
No, that is.
I'm about to say, that is
I made
entirely
that.
somebody different.
Oh, yes. Oh, I know who that
Entirely
is.
someone different.
I know. But yeah, and then like the most memorable live action for me was like, Dude, What Would Happen? I think that was the most memorable one next to Build, Destroy, Build. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Build, Destroy, Build was kind of my jam, only because I'm like, build a house, now blow it up.
Well,
Now build something else out of the blown up
the
house.
entire
whatever you
thing
want.
was they would blow something up, you gotta build it, and go through a competition. Whoever loses, their whole thing just gets destroyed. So
yeah.
give me explosions. Yeah,
Yeah,
that should be all I need to be interested in this.
I'll be honest though, I never
It
watched
got boring.
any of that. I was like, "Where's my cartoons? Where are they?"
Oh, they came
Yeah.
back and they became Gumball.
Gumball's okay. Like I see
yeah.
clips from Gumball every now and then, and it makes me chuckle.
Gumball's hilarious.
They became
Yeah.
Gumball, but also a lot of rehashes, like as y'all have mentioned previously, Teen Titans Go.
Which took over the channel, and I think that was where the death of Cartoon Network finally set in because they just
And-
played it on repeat like SpongeBob.
And we also have to take a look at the industry too. At this time, all of this lazy, writing and lazy writing. Okay, Teen Titans Go. I am not the target demographic, right? I was the target demographic for the OG Teen Titans, right? It was like a young, 10, 15-year-old. It had some overlap as you grow. Teen Titans Go is for the 8 to 10-year-olds that just get to put on Cartoon Network, right? Not my demo. And I get that. But also you've got that, you have built this audience from the OG days that's looking for quality animation in the only place that has cartoon in its name anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we wind up with stuff like this, but also we wind up now that, stuff is coming back. This is the growth of anime streaming services. And, novel series being brought over on the revamped Toonami and stuff like that.
They just wanted us all to go to Boomerang. That's what it was.
Yes.
Well, Boomerang only had like 4 shows that just repeated all.
Yeah, it was
This is
only
true.
Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry. But you know what? That was
And
why you
Scooby
went.
Doo. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
you got
mean,
the Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, basically all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. That's all I needed. I mean, the only reason I wanted HBO Max was so I could watch the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
but I mean, like you see the quality of animation and storytelling at this, at this broad variety of topics and plots. And then you see just Teen Titans Go. And it's like, man, there is so much better and more interesting.
Yeah. And my thing was that, like, I really loved, like, for me, it wasn't like the live action, because, dude, what would happen? And Destroy, Build, Destroy were the only live actions that got renewed for multiple seasons. Good ones. But it was the fact that we had went from shows that had good, like, lessons and things. Like you said, I think it's more so the writing. Because I remember, like, you give me any Teen Titans episode outside of maybe, like, one or two, I can find an important, impactful lesson. Like, I remember the whole episode with racism, but it wasn't Cyborg. It was Starfire. I remember the whole episode with, like, PTSD. Like, don't get me wrong. Shout out Steven Universe. But there were so many people saying Steven Universe was the first cartoon to deal with PTSD. And I'm like, the one I remember the most is Teen Titans, when everybody was telling Robin it was just in his head, like Slade isn't there, blah, blah, blah. And then Raven went in there and got millie-whopped. She's like, Slade. And I was like, yeah, see? And, so you want to disagree with me somehow, so I'm prepared for it.
I know the episode you're talking about. Looking at it now, I can see an argument for PTSD. The fact that they throw the whole dust thing in at the end made me draw a comparison to drugs, not PTSD.
Well, no, for me, it was the characters trying to find the calming methods to cope with that. That's how I looked at it as PTSD, not the end effect being magic dust.
Well, that's the thing. They didn't really, outside of just being like, we don't see him, he's not here. They didn't really do anything to calm Robin down. And because it was literally just him only seeing it, to me, it was like, oh, that's a hallucination. He got dusted. This is basically, he's on an unwarranted drug trip. And it's gone real, real bad. Although that is a common problem with older cartoons, where the story is written to have one specific message, but either studio mandating or not having full faith to back that message with their writing, they would sometimes throw in that extra little expository thing to like justify everything that happened, and it kind of muddied the waters a little bit.
Not with Static Shock. That wasn't on Cartoon Network, but I just made me think of the episode where it was like gun violence and bullying, and they were like, oh, children should have guns. It's like, no, don't get it wrong. This is about bullying. Guns are bad, but bullies are worse. And man,
too real. Static Shock got too real at some parts.
The episode with the homeless girl, I still can't watch that.
Homeless girl, Richie's racist dad.
Oh my god!
Like
Virgil being like, "Am I broken because I'm dark skinned?" I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go outside and stare at the sun." Like, why WB doing me like this at 8:36 in the morning?
Just go to the beach and stare at the ocean, like
just be like, "Why, man? Oh Lord, But no, Cartoon Network had a lot of like us, even outside of Teen Titans, you know. There were a lot of shows that weren't just about deep messages. I feel like Camp Laszlo was a good show. Help you get relaxed. Like Puffy Yumi was a fun, like anime style inspired show by the group who did the Teen Titans intro. And then like Totally Spies, that's where Justice League Unlimited, yes.
League, Symbiotic,
yes.
Titan.
Yes. Well, that's kind of Adult Swim, but like still.
What is it?
Not really. It
aired
Symbiotic Titan wasn't on Adult Swim.
Yes, it was.
It aired later. I think it came back on Adult Swim for a while, but it definitely started airing.
I think there were some reruns on there, but it aired on Cartoon Network.
It was definitely one of those.
Speaking of which,
I can't
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack was another Phil Lamar goat. He was Jack, and
So what you're telling me is just Genndy Tartakovsky should keep making everything on Cartoon Network. Like,
No, he didn't
bring
make
him-
Camp Laszlo.
No, not Camp Laszlo. And not Steven
Make Justice
Could you
Universe,
imagine if he
not
did,
Justice
though?
League. But you just hit me
Not
with two
totally
But-
spies, but yes. I Genndy Tartakovsky should definitely come back, and I would watch a streaming service. Like, where is HBO? I mean, okay, we got Primal. Never mind, and he's working on something else. Never mind. I rescind the comments that I was going to say. So
Right,
I
strike
want
this
him
from
to
the
bring
record.
back Symbiotic Titan, which he said that he would. Like he said in the interview, he's like, I am not saying that I'm done Symbiotic Titan because I still have stuff and we still have, like, they wrote a whole nother season. Like, Cartoon Network just didn't fund it. So, like, if we can just pop off and be rich and then call him and be like, hey,
Here's
here's all the money you need.
I will fund
It's a blank
this,
check. Write
and
it.
then we'll go fund Noragami season 3.
Man, yes. Yes. Might have to freaking draw that ourselves, bro. The anime is ending. Anyway. But no, like, Cartoon Network had a lot to offer. Like, I remember, like, even shows that are, like, lesser known, like 16. I feel like I'm the only person
No,
this group
16
that
was
watched
great.
16.
I
Okay.
watched it. I was- yeah.
That begins
watched
after school.
I watched that one before I watched Total Drama.
Okay, yeah.
And-
Total.
Nah,
Into Total Drama or into 16?
16. I like Total Drama better, but even then, by the time season 3 came around, it was meh.
As far as I'm concerned, Total Drama ended with season 2. Like, because Total Drama was wild and I loved it. 16 was like kind of real for me because I was like, yeah, like, this is what, maybe I was just wilding in high school, but I was like, this is what high school. I was a Wyatt though. I was a whole Wyatt. I was like, she doesn't love me. I'm addicted to coffee. Hey y'all, music is the answer. I never forget the episode where the girl told Wyatt, you're just too nice. That's why I don't like you. He was like, well, I guess that's fair. And everybody was like, Wyatt, that's not fair. And he's like, I'm not going to change who I am. Someone else to love me. And I'm just like, Kai, if you had accepted that message at 14, like, it just, like, who knows where you'd be right now. But, like, you know what? It's
Hell, if you had
okay.
accepted that message at 16,
If you had accepted that message at 22,
Listen, okay? I feel like we're coming from it now. Like,
you opened the door.
To be fair, I am not in a better boat. I'm basically the same way.
we
life
learned the
begins
value.
after school.
But
Yes, we learn the value once we escape higher education.
Yes.
Someday all of us will, perhaps.
Maybe.
I'm projecting here. So yeah, Cartoon Network. What a tragic fall. And I don't know.
I don't even know what's airing right now. Honestly,
I don't-
Teen
I haven't
Titans
heard
Go
anything.
all day
And I don't
and
know.
Gumball.
I
Oh,
don't know.
well,
if-
let me look it up. Actually, wait.
I don't know if broadcast television networks, this is a cable network, excuse me, media nerd here. I don't know if network channels really have the opportunity to grow again. You know, I don't know if throwing a bunch of money at Cartoon Network would solve the problem. You know,
And I feel like it won't. I feel like Cartoon Network, because Disney Channel said they're leaving eventually. What they're saying, I don't know whether that holds true or not, but I know a lot of stuff like Miraculous Ladybug, which is a huge cartoon all around the world, has kind of gone. It's still on Disney Channel, but in like other nations, but like it goes straight to Disney Plus, really. And that's where I've seen a lot of profit. Like, it came to prominence on Netflix. So, and of course we had Primal season 2, which also aired on Adult Swim, but a lot of people saw it on HBO. And now we got, Lord, I hate it, but Velma, who's done crazy numbers on HBO, even though people like hate watch it, like whatever.
well, that
So
I was like,
I
let me-
have
Where
no,
the dog
I have
go?
no idea
Where'd
if
the
they
dog
made
go?
that. Yeah, I have no idea if they made that show intentionally bad or not. But the fact that it automatically got renewed for a second season hurts me.
because it's the second
It fucking
like
hurts
highest
me.
grossing. Like,
And
people
it's-
hate watch the hell out of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just stupid.
hey,
and
if
I
it
will,
makes numbers, man, if it makes
Its
numbers.
rating is below Dragon Ball Evolution.
How many
Yep,
people watch it?
1.3.
That
How many people watch it?
that
Millions.
right there is I get it. That right there immediately makes me like curious, and I want to know for myself. But at the same time, if I know I'm gonna hate it like that, why would I actively go to the spot that's gonna support it?
I watched the clips on YouTube. I supported no one except whoever that person who got their video copyrighted down. I didn't even support them because they got copyright strike. But
Well, that just means the money's going back to HBO anyway.
damn. But yeah,
That's
no,
sad.
like I feel like if we get like some shows I want to see come back, like Teen Titans Go is the same cast, just with the different writers. Like bring the writers back.
Yo, and they even did the cameo episode at the end of one of the seasons where it was like, "We're coming back.
Which was
We're
the
not
highest
gone yet."
What's the highest watch? People tune into that show so much.
Wasn't that the
Only
movie?
Like,
to
that was
just get for
That
Yeah, it was
was
a movie.
the
get made fun.
that was the end of the movie that
Yeah.
got put in theaters,
Yeah.
and the sequel, which they made a movie out of, was just a direct-to-DVD made for TV kind of movie.
Why did we go watch fucking Teen Titans Go, the movie?
I know. I was gonna say we
remember
did go
this.
watch it, and it
I
was
think
wild.
because someone knew what the end credit sequence was, and that's all we wanted to see.
I think we were just
That was
bored and
their
wanted to hang
entire
out.
marketing for it.
I think we
It
were
was
bored and
literally
we
just-
just wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Their biggest marketing for that movie was, hey, take your kids to see Teen Titans Go. Also, check this. And you get to hear Robin saying, hey, we found a way back.
And we still
Yeah.
haven't seen them.
Well, no, they did come back in. I think it was an episode or something like. It was,
No.
no,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was-
another. It was another movie.
Mm-hmm.
They made
But it
like
was
this-
a Cartoon Network movie,
yeah, it was
and it was
This
the highest
is-
grossing teen.
This is bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it is.
Uh-huh.
It is.
And it was
and
like Teen Titans Go versus original Teen Titans, only for just the entire episode to make fun
Oh,
of the original
no.
Teen Titans.
Yo,
Oh, no. They went multiversal. They not only got those two together, they went into the current DC animated shows and found those Teen Titans. So the ones based around Justice League Dark Apocalypse.
yeah, not Tim Drake. Tim Drake? Yeah, Tim Drake, Red Robin, all that bullshit.
It was fucking weird.
All I'm saying is I need a Teen Titan cameo in Young Justice. Bring Young Justice back.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
Grace. I liked season
I think
4.
it's still going, isn't it?
I
thought Young
don't
Justice
fucking
came back.
know.
yeah.
Really?
It got
No.
canceled. I think,
It came back. Actually, when DC tried to have their own streaming service, season 3 came back. That was one of the big marketing ones. HBO Max had season 4, and the moment Discovery bought out Warner, and they started canceling all those shows,
Oh,
it was
my God.
it got cut.
I'll never understand that. That's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. The
Yo,
whole thing.
Yeah,
sa- side note tangent. You know what makes me really sad?
what?
Is I just read like today or yesterday about the Batgirl movie.
Yeah,
And the lead actress was talking about her experience on the Batgirl movie and playing opposite of Brendan Fraser. And the movie was in post-production. Everything was shot. It was in post-production when Discovery bought out Warner and then just axed the film on the cutting room floor for a tax write-off. And we'll never get to see Brendan Fraser in one of his comeback roles as a fucking villain. I'm so disappointed.
who was he? He was Penguin, right?
No, he was Firefly. That has to do with,
Oh.
I guess, the Birds of Prey or some shit.
sort
Okay,
of. He's guy with a flamethrower, flies around on a jetpack, sets Gotham on fire.
Batgirl villain.
Fun. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Is anybody curious as to what the Cartoon Network schedule is for tomorrow?
Frankly,
I know what it is. It's 8 hours of Gumball and
No.
8 hours of Teen Titans
I think
Go.
you'll be surprised. Starting at 6 a.m. till 7 or till 7:30, Coco Melon.
I don't
then-
know. I don't know
doesn't-
what that is, but I feel insulted.
Kai, doesn't your family not let your nieces and nephews watch Coco Melon?
Facts. That is trash, and they watch
No, here's the plot.
Backyardigans, Paw Patrol, and a lot of the shows we watch. Bear in the Big Blue House.
One of the Coco Melon episodes is Johnny Johnny Yes Papa. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Nope, no idea.
It's terrible.
I'm scared you're gonna tell me.
I won't go into details, but the next one is Yes Vegetables.
Okay, we in the kids block.
Just show your kids Veggie Tales.
Yes. Then they learn
can
about
get-
Jesus and vegetables.
Yes, they could get the gospel and a balanced diet.
I thought they were free samples.
Do you guys know what Bat Wheels is?
No, I don't want to know what it is.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like the Transformers in the Batman universe, but all the the Batmobile and the Batplane, and then
Apparently, it's just Batman
God.
driving in the Batmobile, and they just race around. That's all that is.
no.
Wait, wacky races, but Batman?
Yeah, no. Kelz is right, because I think I had to watch an episode of that. It's like all the Bat vehicles, there's like a different one each show.
Really?
I remember the Batwing had its own show, and it was like,
That's so weird.
I am the Batwing. I am night. Fear me in the sky.
So
Batmobile,
here's
Batcycle.
Here's the plot, all right?
Bat
The
boat.
Bat family's vehicles are brought to life by the Bat computer to form the Bat Wheels, a team led by the Batmobile, or BAM, to fight crime in Gotham City. This is motherfucking cars in Gotham, all right?
And the Batwing is like an
fucking
edgelord or
Skynet.
something, and it's really weird.
Fucking Skynet is real. The Batmobile will kill us all.
I don't know what
all.
Mecha Builders is, but that's next.
Oh no,
And
that was a classic.
Then they play Thomas and Friends. I didn't even think Thomas aired on
Thomas
Cartoon
is
I didn't know
Thomas
that-
is back.
I didn't even know
Thomas
that,
has been
Thomas
around.
Had
Thomas-
friends.
The train?
Yes, the train. It's still
Oh,
going.
no.
It's still going.
Thomas the Tank.
And they've changed the computer CGI and their mouths move now and everything. It's crazy.
Why is that more disturbing than the
It
flat
is.
face?
It is.
The flat face was disturbing, bro. It ruined me.
Bugs Bunny Builders. I don't know what that means or is.
Trash.
New
That's what that
Looney
is.
Tunes, Wee Baby Bears, Craig of the Creek, Teen Titans Go,
Stop reading this crap.
Roll the Gumball, Craig of the Creek again, Teen Titans Go again, Scooby Doo, Guess Who, and then King of the Hill. That's the
Still
number
about probably
King of
better
the
than
Hill.
Velma.
Finally a good one.
Dude,
Yo, King of the
you
Hill got
heard that
announced
it's
for
going
a
on
comeback
Hulu?
today. Yes.
Yes.
He's getting the new season. That and Futurama, bro.
I'm
Hulu got my
excited.
subscription. Just
Ooh.
bring all we need. All we need now is we still got Family Guy. Futurama.
The
we still
Simpsons
got The
are still a thing.
Simpsons. Yeah. Okay, I got my big four. We're good. Because I hated Beavis and Butthead with a passion.
Really?
yeah.
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 Yeah. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
stupid.
God. I'm getting
Yo,
PTSD all over again.
My favorite Beavis and Butthead is their cameo on Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to Hell.
Oh, yeah.
Deep cut for you, those who don't know.
Hey, man,
Anyways,
you said you like the music.
I'm glad that Cartoon Network existed, and I'm glad there are other options now.
Yes. Like 16 is the only reason I watched, or like, what is it? Sorry, I've got it's on my remote. That's the only way I remember it. Tubby. You can watch all of 16 for free on Tubby. All 5 seasons. The 2 seasons that didn't even air in America and just Canada.
Is it
So
Tubi?
Tubi or Tubby? I don't know, honestly. Like
TUBI.
I kind of
Yeah.
like Tubby.
Tubi.
That's kind of funny.
Tubi? Yeah, okay.
Tubby's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
you know,
No,
it's
I'm
the
gonna call
fat
it Tubby
streaming
now.
services. It's streaming with a
It's
PH.
yeah.
Well, I can watch it then.
It got picked on during schools. That's what-
And then it got stronger and bought all the schools. Now they eat a square pizza.
Hey, all I'm saying is thank God it's not Quibi. Am I right?
Oh my God.
Quibi died so hard.
I did a
Quibi was
fucking
trash.
paper on Quibi talking about. Did you know that the? Oh my God! All right, so these
I've watched
hoes,
many videos on it. Yeah, well, go
these
ahead.
hoes named the streaming service Quibi, and then they created their own adjective or own noun, the Quibi. And a Quibi is just a short video meant to be watched on a phone. They're trying to fucking start their own
Oh,
bullshit.
like a Vine or TikTok or
Yes.
Yeah,
basically any
Did you watch the
fucking
latest quib?
craze.
Did you see the latest quib about the
Yo.
girl with the golden arm? It's crazy.
Are you making a Quibi?
Are you making
right
a
now?
quib at me?
Yeah.
That
send
sounds
me-
like a
send me that
Harry
Quibi.
Potter term. Harry Quibber and the Quibby Hollows.
Yeah.
Anyway.
just like J.K.
Quibicus.
Rowling's career, you know, it's gone.
Wow.
I don't know how long this has been a thing, but I actually found out recently that you can turn your phone's light on with a Harry Potter spell.
I think you can only do that on Android. I can't do it.
You can't do that one?
I don't know. What's the spell?
Hey Siri,
Lumos.
abracadabra.
Lumos?
Oh,
Yeah. Just
Lumos. No, it's not working.
Hey Siri. Lumos. It worked. Ah!
hey, you can
Sorry for the spike. I forgot.
you can turn it off with Nox.
Just
fucking nerds. You know what? I don't even think we're gonna get to our last topic. I think that's a wrap.
sadly.
We'll
yes.
put that on the shelf for the next one.
Yeah. But yeah, if you too want to not be able to see out of your already damaged eyes, feel free to do things that we do. But yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section about this format opposed to like what we normally do,
Our
by show
normal
by
stuff.
show.
We gonna try to spice it up. You know, make it a little bit more interesting.
Mhm.
All here on Content Breaker. You can catch us on all your podcasts, like Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast, or YouTube at Content Breaker, or Twitter, Instagram as well. Content Breaker. Gentlemen, you have things too.
Yes, you can find me at Static Dreads on Twitter, where apparently Twitter thought most of my people were bots, so it removed a lot of them. So I'm now back down from 170 to 96. Thank you,
Wow.
Twitter.
Yay. Not yay, but
Yeah, strange.
Elon's putting in the work, getting rid of all the bots. Yeah,
too.
you can also find
Or is
me
he just
on-
making them?
Maybe. You find me on YouTube and Twitch. On Twitch, I do try to stream sometime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesdays. And from there, you could find my Twitter.
Excellent. And catch the other product too for all your anime needs at your typical Shonen Protagonist on all your podcatchers. We have a schedule for next week that presumably we're following. What are we talking?
Presumably.
What are we talking about next week?
Well, what we have written down says shows to just put on.
Yeah, shows.
I'm
that
assuming
you-
it's like background noise kind of thing.
background noise when you just want something to watch. Stuff that you know, stuff that just is comfy. Shows that you just sit down and put on to get a vibe. We'll get to that next week
Feels nice.
on Content Break.